Welcome everyone to the Wheels Museum on this surprisingly cold and snowy March day. I'm thrilled to have a new friend with me today. Her name is Tracey, and she has come as a vendor for the model car swap meet. And she's brought some very interesting things with her. So Tracey, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about your business and what you do and your interest in cars and trucks and trains and airplanes and all those kinds of things.
Well, you just talked about our collection we have
good.
at home. So
Good.
basically, we don't have a store.
Okay.
So this is actually either duplicates or triplicates that we have from our own collection.
Okay.
And so I have over, dare I tell you?
I don't know. I can't wait to hear it. We might be two of a kind.
I stopped counting at 1,000.
Of what?
So I know it's over 1,000 Barbies.
Oh my gosh.
So this is one of the Barbies I brought for
Angel
our.
of Joy. I've never seen that Barbie doll.
So this was one of my favorites, and
Beautiful.
I ended up with
Angel
about
of Joy.
3 of her. And then my husband, he really likes Batman, so this is one of the models we brought from Johnny Lightning.
How interesting. How interesting.
We have collections ranging from my Barbies, and I've got to share this with you.
Tell
My
us.
husband, he would be upset if he knew I shared this.
Okay, we won't tell him.
But since
Only everybody on YouTube will know.
Since he didn't want to come and do the
That's right. He
interview,
didn't want to come and
then-
talk with me.
That's
So
right.
that's his promise. My husband's here too. He's in the back also. So tell us about some of the other things that you collect in your home.
Well, like I was sharing, we live in our collection. And so when I say that, my husband has finally given in to accepting that I collect Barbies.
Okay.
And he's built shelving throughout the
nice.
living room and the dining room and the bedroom and the
Bathroom, the kitchen, and the
Yes.
yeah, all the room. Yeah, okay.
And there's
Great.
sometimes that if we butt heads, he'll say, well, how many husbands would allow their wives to have all
Oh,
these
you're-
Barbies?
Oh,
And I love to turn it around and say, well, how many wives would allow their husband to have their soapbox derby from their childhood underneath our TV in the living room?
oh.
And that
It's
ends the
wonderful.
argument right there, you know, it's
That's
like,
adorable.
well, yeah, we both have a point, you know.
You
so-
know, I think we relate to each other so well because they always call me the girl who never says no. And when it comes to Wheels Museum, we have over 10,000 items in here. And I try to never say no to anybody who wants to donate because they're all donated items.
Mhm.
And we're a nonprofit, we're volunteers. I've done this 30 years as a volunteer. And so we're trying to help the community. And we never know what someone will love.
Right.
You know, and that's what's so interesting. My family had a business here for 90 years, and we always said, you don't know who the customer is.
Mhm.
You know, you just don't know. So
True.
you don't want to reject, and you don't want to lose a friend. If
Right.
somebody says to me, would you take this from my grandmother? I don't want to say, no, I'm not interested in your grandmother. I'm not. We want it if we can possibly have the room for it.
Right.
So I understand the way you think. And my home is like yours. My children's homes are like yours. And yeah, my son just bought a transformer that's a life size of a person.
Oh, wow.
And he collects Transformers and
Wonderful.
Pokemon and model cars and all, you know, it's just wonderful.
Yeah, I collect Barbies, Wonder Woman.
Oh, nice.
My Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightnings. I love well, of course you can tell with my shirt.
Yes,
I
that's
love
so
the
cute.
bugs.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, so
yeah.
VW bugs,
It's
that's
adorable. It's just adorable. Yeah.
Kirby Love Bug that's what got me.
Oh,
So,
do you sell like here in an occasion like this, do you sell generally or you just hold things?
I actually made up some earrings. So I have some custom made earrings, and some of them are bugs. So,
How did you make them? How's it going?
well, I found some charms,
Oh,
and
charms,
of course
okay.
then I got, I actually used to make, there was a gentleman who was a manager at the Volkswagen here.
That's
And he used
interesting.
to, we had a kind of a working partnership
That's interesting.
where I would make up the beetle earrings,
Oh,
and
smart.
he would give them out as a gift.
Oh, that's clever.
And so that lasted for about 3 years.
That's clever.
And
Mhm.
so I had, you know, excess
Yeah,
material left, and my husband and I, we just got back from a die-cast convention
Oh, interesting.
in Las Vegas. And we had a room sale where you open up your room and
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so some of the
Oh,
things
nice.
we have here, we had some similar stuff there. So I actually made up a lot of earrings for the show.
Interesting.
And so I have from trains,
Oh, cute.
motorcycles.
How cute. Oh, wow.
And then what I'm really excited about is, since it was a die-cast show, I've also got interested in learning how to do some customizing on the Hot Wheels. And
Oh,
so
really?
that's when you take them apart
Yeah.
and repaint them, decals.
We'd
new
love to have a
wheels.
Wheels Museum Hot Wheel.
So
So let's talk about a few things
There
like
you
that,
go.
and a few things like
All
earrings.
right.
We do have a gift shop here, and people donate things to the gift shop, and we sell them to benefit, our community. But those are adorable.
So since I had, since I do some of the
The little
customizing,
wheels.
I took some of the Hot Wheels
Oh, how
that I
cute!
use for customizing,
I love them.
and I experimented. I thought, I'm going to turn those into earrings. And so they were a hit
I bet.
at the die-cast show, but not such a hit that I totally sold out.
Okay,
'Cause
okay, well,
my
we never
husband
know.
said I made too many.
No.
So we do have custom-made earrings here,
Fascinating.
and we have a variety. Our booth, the toys,
Yes,
is what really, we even have a few train items.
I saw you have train
that's on
items,
the
car
table.
items, you have a
Yes.
dollhouses, a wonderful dollhouse.
Yes.
Beautiful pictures that you're selling, yeah. I wish you were all here today to see all that, but hopefully we'll be able to work together. Don't you find that doing these things is relaxing and fascinating and get you out of the world of whatever problems we won't discuss, but whatever
Yes.
problems there are in this world, that we have these wonderful interests
Right.
that are so wholesome and so educational and fun for all ages.
Yes.
Just love it. And we feel that way here, so that's why we have all the model trains, the model car club meets here, the model car room, and many, many things that I was talking to someone just now about the fact we don't get very many women who help us with the model train layouts. We don't understand that because it's all miniatures, and mostly it's men who do that. But we'd like to have more women who are doing miniature exhibits as well, because we love those little things and thinking of our childhood, and
Right.
and we sort of still say that way. I think I still feel that it's ageless really and timeless.
When I was about 13, my dad got me a BB gun and a train set
Really?
for Christmas.
Okay.
And the BB gun, I could take it out any time and, shoot the target and everything.
Uh-huh.
But the train set, I was like, no. Let Daddy show you how. So I never got to play with my train set until I married my husband, and
Really?
we actually set it up and ran it.
What,
So.
isn't that, see? So it goes forever and ever, and we get donations from grandpas that, they can't use them. So what gauge is your train set? Do you know?
Mine is actually an HO Lionel.
Oh, nice.
And, but our collection ranges from the garden scale
Yeah, okay.
to HO, Lionel. We have some standard gauge.
Really?
We have some N gauge.
Oh
we
my
have
gosh.
some Z gauge.
Really? I was just gonna ask you if you had Z gauge.
And we actually have the T gauge. And
Tell the listeners about that.
the T gauge is actually the width of a pencil. And so it is magnetic, so it's not a full,
Uh-huh.
all and out. Like the Z scale,
Yeah.
that's probably the smallest that you actually have it on a
Right.
track. And
We have that one of those in a television set here. Yeah.
But the T scale, because we belong to the train club also,
Mhm.
and I surprise people because, like you said, most women aren't really interested in the trains.
Yeah.
And so I do surprise a lot of people that I know more about trains
Yeah,
than
you're
what they give
surprising me. We
credit
only
for.
met 2 minutes ago, and you already know everything. Yeah, more than I do. Well, if you ever want to work on a layout here, because we are always redoing our layouts, making the scenery. The other day I had a group of children, and there were 60 children, and one boy raised his hand and he said, "Can we have a scavenger hunt?" And it was a group that had been here before, and I had given a scavenger hunt, and I'd forgotten about that. I said, what am I going to do? I said, okay, if anybody can find the naked man taking a bath, you'll get a prize. And several children found it. On an HO layout, he's about this big.
Yes.
And he's outside of his little house, in the old days when they didn't have indoor plumbing.
Right.
And he's got all the bubbles around him, the whole thing's this tall. and he's taking a bath outside.
Mhm.
And one of the kids said, "Is it a real man?" I said, "It's not a real man." But you know, we're always looking to do fun things, interesting things,
Right.
historic things. So if you're ever interested in helping with the layout, we're looking for something. And one of our new ideas to do for a layout is to make adobe houses.
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna try to
fun.
make HO adobe houses, kind of a Santa Fe style layout.
Uh-huh.
And I think that would be adorable for
That
what we're
would
doing.
be.
We're trying to save the history here, you know,
Yes.
specific history here.
Yes.
So I know you work and you're busy and everything, but if you ever want to volunteer, we'd love to have you. Is there anything else that you have that is unique or that you want to tell the group about?
Oh, goodness.
I know.
I've come to the realization that I'm never going to use my garage to park my cars in.
That's right. People offer us
Because-
cars because they don't have room in the garage for them. I get it. Yeah.
Because what I'd like to see happen is, you know, my husband has his slot car sets from his childhood
Oh,
and others
wonderful.
that he collected. And so I'd like to be able for him to set that up in the garage,
Mhm.
along with my bugs and the rest of our car collection. And that would just be devoted to our car collection.
Do you invite people to come to see this collection?
No.
No, this is just for
No,
your family.
this is the
just for
first
you.
time that anybody is hearing about our collections.
Really? Really?
Because, you know, it's, we don't wanna make ourselves a target saying,
I understand.
oh,
Yeah, I understand.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
now we know what's in the shed.
Well, if you ever want to do something here, bringing G-scale trains or automobiles or anything, you know, we're always open to doing more things if you want to. We're so grateful that you're here today with me, and you're so sweet to come and so freely visit with me.
Oh,
I appreciate
this
it
has
so
been
much.
fun.
I'm
This
so
has
happy.
been fun.
Do you have any Barbie dolls that relate to transportation? I don't know if there are any. I don't even know.
With
that.
me today, no,
No,
but
but
I
it-
do have some NASCAR Barbies.
Oh, you do have NASCAR. Oh,
I
that's
do
interesting.
have the Ashley Force Barbie from the dragsters.
If you ever want to make a Barbie display in here, I'd love to have that.
Ooh, now that sounds
That
fun.
would be fun. We don't have anything like that. We've had Lego displays, you know, and so many. I don't know if you've had a chance to even walk through the museum yet.
Yes.
Okay.
We came for the first time, I think in January.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you've seen, yeah. But if you ever want to make a showcase with Barbie dolls, that would be very fun.
That sounds exciting.
Yes, I would love to have that. So
Yes.
if you're interested, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
Great.
Well, you're a doll. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you. On the 22nd of March, the TCA, which is the Model Train Club, is coming at 9 in the morning. Of course, that's free. If you're interested in trains, you're welcome to come to that. Very, very fun. And at noon, we have a woman named Liz Mangwell who's coming to tell stories. And that should be a great event, too. So I hope you'll come for that. On the 29th of March, we have Donatella Devanza. She has done a PhD in the study of Route 66, has 15,000 pictures of Route 66. She'll be coming in to talk to us at 10. At 12, Jose Ponce is going to come in, and he's going to play music for us. That's $10. He came last week for 2 hours. He sat there, and people loved it. We had a full crowd. His music is incredible. It's very delightful. It's about New Mexico. Some of it's kind of rock and roll. He's the kindest person you can imagine, and wonderful, wonderful music. And he's head of the New Mexico Music Awards, and he's also a book author. So that's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event on the 29th as well. So that's what's coming up for March. And we also have a lot of birthday parties scheduled. We do birthday parties for every age. We've had them for 3 years old to 90 years old. And we give free train rides, and that's a lot of fun. So weddings and birthday parties and corporate events, we do them all here. And if you want to have a good time, come. I think I've said before, the worst problem we have at Wheels Museum is children cry when they have to leave. So come in, it's a lot of fun. Thank you.